Okay, so today's the day I'm going to introduce all of you to my new project, the 1974 Datsun 260Z. Now I've got that in another garage. I'm going to walk down there, show you guys the car, and talk about some of the things I'm going to be getting ready to do very soon. So right up front, this car is actually a classic barn find. It is a complete mess. I pulled it from a barn in northeastern Iowa. The car had been sitting for over 10 years. I stripped the car down just enough to do an initial evaluation. So I pulled the seats and most of the interior out, took a look at the floor pans, found a bunch of loony stuff like they had pop riveted in new floor pans, which is not a structural, I mean, this is a unibody car. So it's not structural whatsoever to just pop rivet something in there, but they did. All of the original floor pans had rusted out from underneath it. There was really nothing holding it together. I got underneath the car and did a more in-depth evaluation, found lots of rust and scaling and needs for repairs. And actually, before we get into the bulk of the video, I do want to note one thing, and that is this car really is a barn find. The filth, the crud, and the disgusting nastiness is all real. This is not some YouTube setup that you see all the time. It's a real mess, and it's probably gonna take more than I actually think it will to get this done. So anyway, without any more ado, let's go check out the Datsun. Hey everybody, so here is the next project I will be working on. It's a 1974 Datsun 260Z. There's going to be a lot of work. When I say barn find, it is, it's definitely an actual insult to barn finds. This thing is, yes, that is a Fred Flintstone floor right there. I pulled out most of the interior when I pulled it out of the barn to try to get a sense of how much work this was going to take, and that was about 2 years ago. Since then, I had to drive out to Iowa and pick it up, tow it back, and then it's been pretty much in storage while I got the Impala project, the Ghost Facer project, kind of up and running. There's the original 260 motor. Everything is still original inside. The motor was frozen when we pulled it out of the barn, and I haven't done anything to try to get it moving since. I have picked up a 240Z motor as well as a 260Z or a 280Z fuel injected motor, which is under the tarp. I have boxes of parts and other things that I've kind of started to accumulate, but it's definitely going to be a project, a serious restoration project to include fabrication, welding, you name it. So I'll be documenting that. I've learned a lot of lessons from the Impala project, so hopefully this will be smoother and less of a hassle. Yeah, so now that the Datsun is back here and the Impala project is in the final stages, I'm going to start it on the Datsun. I'm going to get it completely stripped down, removing all the doors, the hatches, the hood, etc. And then I'm going to start the body work. I'm going to be learning how to weld along the way. I'll be capturing all this in a series of videos, and I really hope you guys stick around and subscribe to join me on this journey with the Datsun.